What is up, everybody? Welcome to World Wrestling Radio. Where's the music, homie?
What do you mean? You don't hear it?
What a horrible, horrible song to start with. It had that delay, dude. Oh my god. Niko Exxtra live with another show. I know what you're thinking. Why are you guys here on Thursday? You're always here on Wednesdays. That's because Vincent is a very busy guy and he had shit to do yesterday. So we're here on Thursday, 8 p.m. Here for you. We're here to talk.
Yeah, 8:05.
Hush. We're here to talk a little Fastlane. We're here to talk a little NXT, a little AEW, a little Monday Night Raw. I'm going to introduce my panel as we speak right now. We might even do the wheel. I don't even know. We'll see how we feel. Vince feels generous and wants to give away one of his 700 action figures. Maybe we'll do the wheel.
Niko loves the wheel.
Oh, Jesus.
To my right, Mr. Vincent LaSpada, the man, the myth, the legend.
What's going on, guys?
Of the Vincent LaSpada Show on FM radio every single Saturday at 2 p.m. Catch it. You might even see me on there. And below us, but certainly not beneath us, the one, the only, the man they call the Maddog with his new mic and his new headphones.
Yes.
Now he can hear how ridiculous it sounds when he's laughing at us during the middle of our speeches. Awesome. No,
yeah, well, yeah.
I like it.
It's going to be great. Yeah, so
sounds good, man.
Glad to be here as always, guys.
Shenanigan Wrestling, thank you for joining us. So let's get right into it, guys. We have a big pay-per-view coming up in just a couple days. It's called Fastlane. I'm very excited about it. Not really, but whatever. Highs and lows. What do you think about Fastlane? What's up, It's Cubs? What do you guys think overall?
Let's real quick run down the card, and because I mean I have a lot to say about these crappy matches that were going on here. Let's start at the bottom. Intercontinental Championship match. Big E taking on Apollo Crews. I feel like we've seen this over and over again. There's really no reason to see this for the, I don't even know, third or fourth time. I think this is just a waste of time.
It's the new and improved Apollo Crews, though.
Oh God!
I actually like this whole thing. I like this heel turn that Apollo's doing. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, so I do like this.
Is it really a heel turn, though? Necessarily, it's more of a
yeah. He was hanging out with Roman Reigns, so it has to be heel turn. Yes.
Is Roman really a heel, or is he like a Stone Cold Steve?
He's a heel.
You know what I mean? You don't really know.
He's a heel. I mean, he's the top heel in the company, man.
Maddog, in your world, he's a heel because you're a heel and a face. But I kind of ride on both sides, and I see Roman Reigns more of like a Stone Cold Steve Austin heel, where he's not even really kind of a heel. He's kind of doing whatever the hell he wants, and I respect that. You know, but you're gonna drink the Kool-Aid and be like, he's a heel, he's a face. It's the lines are blurred now, and we'll see. Because guess what? Your boy that you're calling a heel was the guy you were cheering about just a couple years ago, going Roman in the Shield. Yeah, you know, was he a heel then? Was he a face then? You never really know.
Actually, Seth was the heel then. Yes.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot, Vince.
Happens.
They were all faces and heels. They were both.
We got the Women's Tag Team Championship match. We got Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler taking on Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. I think
we're going to run through the matches like this. Let's just go ahead and give predictions out. So who you got winning, Big E or Apollo Crews?
I mean, come on, can we really tell? I think Big E's going to take it again.
And Big E takes us all the way to WrestleMania?
Oh, of course.
I actually am going to disagree with this. I think Apollo will win, and he will be the champion at WrestleMania.
The Women's Tag Team Championships are on the line. I think it's a really bad idea to put Sasha and Bianca in this because we all know this. We should know this, that at the end of the match, it's going to end up Banks and Belair fighting. I mean, this is just, it's just like putting Balor and Cross in a match on this Wednesday night's NXT. You knew it wasn't going to end right.
They sure do go to this a lot, though, don't they? This storyline. This is the Sasha Banks Bailey storyline from last year, and if they win, it's even worse because then they have the exact same storyline.
Dude, this is the problem. Listen, and this is why I shit on WWE all the time. There is no new storylines. It's boring. It's the same old crap, and Vince McMahon is like, oh, let's go with it. This is good shit. But on the other hand, you got Cody over there, and yeah, you might see a lot of tag team matches, but you see a lot of, I mean, they're doing a lot of stuff with independent indie wrestlers, and that's what people want to see. Up and coming stars, not the same old crap. I'm taking Nia and Shayna.
Right.
Yeah.
I am going to say that I'm going to take Sasha and Bianca. And the reason why is because it would be insane for these two to walk into Mania to fight each other singly, but then having to defend the tag team titles against, I don't know, maybe Raquel and Dakota. I'll just say tag team that, needs recognition right now, probably. So yeah, I think that's going to happen.
Yeah, there's no way it's Raquel and Dakota though.
Has to be.
Raquel's going singles as we speak. She's destined to beat Io Shirai and be the NXT Women's Champion. She has her own path of justice.
I think that's going to be Toni Storm. We'll talk about that later.
Okay, buddy. Okay, pal. Whatever you say there. So I personally think Nia Jax and Shayna is going to win. I think Vince is absolutely right. I think Sasha and Bianca will end up having one of them gimmicks where an elbow comes across and they accidentally hit each other, and then next thing you know, they're fighting each other, end up costing the match with a rollover. What's up, Raul Fuentes Jr.? You're late to the game. Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa. We have not talked about that yet.
We will.
Well, we will.
That's coming up right after we go over Fastlane, because that is the match of 2021.
Yeah, that was great, man.
This next match, I really don't know where they're going with it. I can't understand, and I don't see this match actually happening. I feel like Bray Wyatt's turn.
I'm getting inside because of this match.
I'm talking about Randy Orton versus Alexa Bliss. Like, I mean, obviously, I guess I have Randy Orton because I don't see Randy Orton laying down for Alexa Bliss, and I do see Bray Wyatt returning before WrestleMania to take on Randy Orton. So I'm going Orton.
Yeah, I think Orton's going to have some shenanigans take place in this match. There's no way this is a clean match in any way, shape, or form. They're definitely going to have some kind of interference. Everyone's pointing at the return of The Fiend. It's inevitable that Randy Orton versus The Fiend is what everyone wants to see at WrestleMania. So I think it makes perfect sense for this to take place in the way it takes place. Alexa, I don't know what kind of gimmicks is there going to be. Is there going to be fire? Is there going to be some kind of thing where Alexis possesses Randy? Is Randy going to have his spewing out his black stuff out of his mouth gimmick where he's falling on the ground? I don't really know what angle they're going to go with it, but this should be interesting, and it'll lead up to a WrestleMania match.
How dumb.
Right. So I just want to jump in on this whole thing. This match is not even going to happen. This is going to be Bliss in the ring, Orton in the ring, and they're going to do the same thing they did a couple years ago with Daniel Bryan and The Fiend, where The Fiend dragged Daniel Bryan down underneath the ring. So that's what he's going to do. It's going to be, him kind of dragging Randy Orton underneath the ring. You know what I mean? I think that's going to happen. It's going to be that storyline. We don't see The Fiend till Mania.
Next on the card is Drew McIntyre taking on Sheamus. We kind of figured this was going to happen in the last couple months leading up to it. I would really like to see Sheamus take it, but I don't see McIntyre taking the loss going into WrestleMania to face Bobby Lashley. So I'm going to be the smart one and pick Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, this match is going to be brutal, and they're going to throw down. I think they're always going to have any kind of impressive match because these two guys are hardcore hitting dudes, and that's how they get down. And they're really good friends on the backside story, so it's important for them to go in there and put on a good hard-hitting match and really impress the crowd. I think it's going to be a lot more violent, similar to the match they had just a few weeks ago, and I also think that Drew McIntyre will come out on top.
Right. I also agree with you guys. I think Drew McIntyre will win this fight for sure. And I think he will win the belt at Mania against Lashley. So,
Well, going into the main event of Fastlane, which I'm hoping this is what they're going to do. And if they don't do it, I'm going to be very shocked. Universal Championship match. The title is on the line. Roman Reigns taking on Daniel Bryant. As much as I would like to see Bryant take the belt again, because we all know his career is not going to be that much longer. I feel like in the next couple years, he's going to hang up the boots. I would love to see Daniel Bryant take it, but I would like to see Bryant actually put himself into the WrestleMania match as a triple threat match. That's what I like to see out of this. But I'm going to tell you, Roman Reigns is going to take the win.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I think Roman Reigns wins this match. I think Daniel Bryan could potentially, I think there's a good storyline there because of the retirements and the comebacks. I think that's where this stands for it to be a really successful storyline, because you got the guy, Roman Reigns, who's pretty much the face of professional wrestling. And you have the two guys who have overcome the inevitable and actually become, you know, back from injuries that pretty much everyone assumed would end their careers forever. So the storyline's there, no doubt about it. And I feel like Vince thinks Edge versus Roman is a little stale.
Right. I'm gonna want to jump in on this because I have so here's what I think about all of this. First of all, tomorrow night SmackDown is huge to see if Edge or Jey Uso get to be referee or enforcer in the match. I don't know what that means. We'll find out, I guess, on Sunday, but I think that's going to be a huge advantage going forward. But yes, Roman's going to walk in with the title Mania, and Edge will walk out of Mania with that belt.
Hey, you read
all the titles.
You read the dirt sheets every week. How did you not see this?
Paul mentioned Jimmy. Ooh, yes, right. So this
why do you
is
think it's Jay and Jimmy to be the special enforcer? Just curious.
Right. I still think it's gonna be Jay. I don't see it's gonna be Jimmy. I feel like Jimmy can interfere in the match, and that's how Roman retains. That's a good point.
What if it's
I know The Rock is actually getting a contract right now with Paul Heyman. Not sure if you guys heard about that. I'll talk about that later in the news. I just found that out this morning.
What about Jillian? You think Jillian could be the referee for the match?
Jillian Hall?
Maybe. How about Nia Jax, man? What if we put the cousin Nia Jax, the bloodline, get it going, you know?
She ends up injuring everybody.
Why not? I mean, why not?
Let's get into Dynamite. St. Paddy's Day Slam. The opening match I thought was really good. Cody Rhodes taking on Pentagon Cerro de Janeiro. I think this was a really good battle, and I'm actually very, very surprised that Cody took the W, because to me, I thought Cody was gonna take the L to give Pentagon a boost in his rankings, but I was very, very wrong. Did you guys take a look? Did you guys watch this match?
Cody puts Cody over first and foremost. I know that some marks are going to come at me and say that his ratings and his win-loss record, yada, yada. No. If you've seen his entrance, you know exactly what Cody Rhodes is about, and it's over the top. He does have good matches. I'll give him that. He goes out and he has decent matches. But I knew he was getting the W, and I know that at the end of the day, him, Kenny Omega, the Young Cucks, and Jericho are all going to put themselves over. Jericho, he's in the twilight years, but them other three dudes, them dudes are going to put themselves over to the end of time.
Right. I actually kind of agree with both of you here. Cody is Cody, and I agree with Niko the most on this one. Yes, Cody Rhodes does put himself over in a lot in AEW, so I'm not too surprised about the match, but overall, it was a very solid match to start off the night with. Yes.
I'm going to tell you, I agree with what I've heard. I read earlier today that I do think MJF did totally watch a lot of Triple H's interviews to get ready for his introduction for his new group, the Pinnacle. Because as you watched MJF, he's a very good promo cutter, and I think you can relay some of the things that he said. Maybe not similar, but some of the same styles as Triple H. And even when he got mad at the end, I think that's a little stolen from Triple H. But I'm pretty anxious to see what this new group Pinnacle is going to do. Are they going to battle the Inner Circle? What do you guys think about this?
Man, that MJF can cut a promo, can he? That dude on the mic is top shelf, no doubt about it. That promo he cut last night had me feeling like this group might actually stand a chance and be something special. I love everything about them, except Sean Spears' haircut, man. What's up with that? What's up with that damn haircut? He looks like Butters, and when midlife Butters from South Park. When he moved like, what the hell is that about, dude? That is the worst haircut. And he's with Peyton Royce. Like, you're dating questionably the hottest woman in professional wrestling, and you're looking like that. Come on, bro.
Right. I'm just so excited for this group, man. I think they can go up against the Dark Order. There's so many options. Inner Circle. I mean, it's all going to lead to MJF versus Chris Jericho, and that's going to be just a banger of a match at the end of the day. I mean, Chris Jericho versus MJF in the ring. I hope there's no stipulation. I just hope it's a singles bout, because if there's stipulation, it's going to get silly. And look what they just pulled on Revolution. So, you know, yeah.
Eddie Kingston and John Moxley took on the Good Brothers this week. You know, not a fair start to this match. Kingston got a jump by the Good Brothers. And my question is, what was Moxley doing? He waited a good about 5 minutes before he actually showed up to help out Kingston. But I like, again, I say this every week, every time I see Kingston. Kingston is a brawler. He's not a real wrestler. And he reminds me of an old school ECW promo and wrestling person. I don't feel like he fits in the times. Like, he's just, to me, he just rubs me the wrong way. He's like these younger kids that want to be wiggers. There's
no homage to you know, the old school type wrestling, and he definitely has that persona where he rocks that. He has that 80s 90s tough guy thing going on, and I love it, because at the end of the day, he's really good on the mic, and he's also tough as nails, like you said. He doesn't have the best high impact, fast paced, insane matches, but it is fun to watch, and he does do a good job. So I enjoy him. I mean, I don't think he's going to win a tag world title anytime soon, but
no, I don't think he's going to win a world title neither. But I do like where they're going with this character, and it kind of reminds me, and I think this is why the reason they paired him with John Moxley, because John Moxley was Dean Ambrose back in WWE, as you guys know, and he used to have this same style of Eddie Kingston. You know what I mean? He had that same brawler, hardcore, lunatic style as Eddie Kingston does now. I think this pairing is a great pairing. And honestly, Mox has done it before with tag team partners, and he's done it in other companies, obviously, where he's left Roman and Seth in the ring by themselves. So obviously, it's not kind of a new story. It's just a new story with another wrestler, I think. That's how I see this whole thing.
Another great match, I think, was probably the best match of the night. Uncensored, lights out match. Thunder Rosa taking on Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Now, I'm going to tell you what, if any of you guys that are watching are expecting the doctor to look at your teeth in the next couple days, it's not going to happen. She took a beating last night. But I got to tell you, man, that power bomb to Britt Baker on the chairs was brutal. This match was pretty much bonkers. I mean, I don't know how Britt Baker actually signed the contract for this match, because you know, to me, she's too pretty for this. But I mean, again, it was a great match. What'd you guys think?
Yeah, this match is going down in history as probably the best women's match in AEW history, probably hands down. It probably immediately went straight to the top, and it could potentially be the best match in AEW of 2021 for sure, because that exploding barbed wire was clowny, and the other crap, they haven't really done anything memorable this year compared to what I saw last night. I mean, I'm going to be talking about that match far past that stupid exploding barbed wire crap I witnessed.
Oh, God, that was horrible.
I mean, that was and then more importantly, there was doubt. There was a little doubt, and it's not. Britt Baker had a little doubt for me, but there's a lot of doubt in the world of professional wrestling if she has what it takes to be a legit top of the notch superstar. And she proved last night that she has what it takes to carry the division. She has that Becky Lynch kind of quality where she can have a main event on your show. It's an amazing match, and you're going to leave going, wow, that was awesome. I mean, Britt stole the show last night, and that's hard to do when you're in the ring with Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, I agree with both of you here. I mean, this match was unbelievable. And I must say, I think both of these women, I think you got to give credit to Thunder Rosa as well here. Obviously, it is Britt Baker. They both put on a great show. And I think that's what right now AEW needs, especially in their women's division. They need people like Britt Baker. They need people like Thunder Rosa to put over this division that they're trying to go forward with. So I could see a lot better matches in the future with these two. But was it my favorite right now? Currently, yes. But another one of my favorites is probably that street fight with Darby and Sting. Because it was a good cinematic match, and it just had Darby Allin, and he's just really cool. So yeah.
Well, let's switch our gears over to NXT this week. We saw the debut of LA Knight, aka Eli Drake.
Knight. My
he looked really
favorite wrestler has joined NXT. I'm so excited.
He looked really good. I'm telling you. He took on a newcomer. I saw him last week on 205 Live, August Gray, which he looks like a hillbilly version of Jake the Snake Roberts. That's what he looks like. But Bronsten Reed almost cost him the W. He took a page out of the Tommy Boy movie with the fat guy in a little coat, tearing up LA Knight's jacket. He was not too happy about that. But I tell you what, August Gray took advantage of the situation. But at the end of the match, Eli Drake got his first W in NXT. Guys, what do we think about this?
They're refusing to call him LA Knight. You listen, when you leave and you're no longer Eli Drake, you now become LA Knight. You do what you have to do. And guess what? The guy walked in and everyone knows exactly who it is. And this is what you do. Stone Cold Steve Austin wasn't Stone Cold Steve Austin back in WWE. You know what I mean? He was stunning Steve Austin doing this shit in WCW. So sometimes you have to change a little bit and switch gears, aka Rocky Maivia to The Rock. You do what you got to do to make it. Understand what I mean? Raul Fuentes Jr.? Not you. Wait, hold on. Who said that? Shenanigan Wrestling. You hear what I say? Shenanigan Wrestling? I'll never call him they. Yeah, you.
What? Right. I want
let me tell you something.
Because, I mean, first of all, I kind of agree. But also, I think it's very soon for them to push him so quick. I think that's the problem. I hope they don't do this because they push so many new guys, so many big names. They just push them to the top and that's it. I really hope they build up a real story with this LA Knight character they got going. You know, and I mean, that's the biggest thing I hope they do. I don't think they're going to because, it's Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Vince McMahon, obviously. They're just going to push him to the top as they always do. But I really wish they would just give him a really solid story.
Hey, I just Googled him. He's 38 years old, so he needs his push to yesterday. You know what I mean? That's why he's
what? They're pushing Sting on AEW, and he's like 70.
Sting's a clown.
Well,
and he's 70.
In the beginning of the night, we had Killian Cross in a promo with Finn Balor setting up the match for NXT Stand and Delivered for the NXT Championship. But we had a interference in the promo with Oney Larkin and Danny Burch setting up the match for later that night as Oney Larkin and Danny Burch put on the titles on the line, taking on Finn Balor and Killian Cross. And we all knew this match was not going to go well. The match started out well, but it ended really bad when Finn Balor kicked Danny Burch into Scarlett, which set off Cross to go ape shit, and it ended up bad where the tag team championships retain the titles, and it's setting up Killian Cross taking on Finn Balor. Sorry, Killian. His name confused.
He was Killian. You're fine. It's not like you're just making shit up.
What do we think about this, guys?
This is awesome, man. This is going to be a great match. This will be the NXT TakeOver Night 2 main event. I can't believe they're doing 2 nights. It doesn't really make sense to me, but I can't. This will definitely be kind of the big match that they have, and this is the best thing they have to offer in NXT. So this is going to be awesome. I do think Karrion's going to win. I think Finn Balor is there to put other people over since he's also possibly close to 40 years old. Hey, Google, how old is Finn Balor? He's 39 years old. So he's, he's there as well to put people over, and they're there to do their thing. I think that Karrion definitely wins this, and I think it's going to be a hard-hitting match. What do you think, Mad Dog?
Right. I agree. I think Karrion Kross will win this match. It is his time. As he keeps saying, tick, tick, tick. That clock is ticking for him to be the champion, and he deserves it. You know what I mean? He deserves it because he is cutting solid promos, putting wrestlers over, and it deserves to be the NXT champion. He can run Wednesday nights. He really can. I think it would be great, really. As for Finn Balor, I could see him going back to maybe Raw or SmackDown and probably doing something with somebody somewhere, most likely either Roman or possibly The Fiend after this Randy Orton thing gets wrapped up. So we'll see the Demon King soon. If he's 39, we'll see him one more time. It's going to be against The Fiend probably. So they'll put him to Raw. We'll see.
Woo! Well, we had a return of the current. Well, some people say he's not, but he's never lost the title. The current NXT champion, Jordan Devlin, returned to the CWC and had some words with the other current NXT Cruiserweight champion, Pablo Escobar, which set up the match.
Santos Escobar.
Oh, Santos. Sorry, Santos. Oh, God. I'm getting all these movies wrong tonight. Santos Escobar.
Pablo's your local drug dealer you deal with.
I know. I think they were brothers, cousins, brothers, maybe. It set up the match between the two at NXT Stand and Deliver. Who is going to be the in-room crowned Cruiserweight champion? We'll find out at Stand and Deliver. Guys, let's get your take on this.
Remember that movie Stand and Deliver where the guy's the substitute teacher?
It was great.
His body's decomposing in my locker. Oh man, if you guys have not seen the movie Stand and Deliver, go watch it. It's a really good. I'm sure you have because we all watched it in school, right? They made us watch that shit.
Yeah, they always made you watch it in school.
Honestly, I don't even remember what we were talking about, dude.
Something about the Cruiserweight Championship.
Yeah, okay. Santos Escobar and I'm so sorry that Santos is just lame. His crew's lame. Devlin's lame. This whole thing is just lost in translation. For me, it's all about Kurt Stallion moving up and winning that title. And let's get someone that's actually cool with that belt because this shit sucks. There's no other way to put it. Santos Escobar and his cronies, DJ Zion and Raul Mendoza. No, that shit ain't working for me, guys.
Right. I agree here in this aspect. This whole thing is a snooze fest waiting to happen, and there's just no action going along. I mean, bringing back Jordan Devlin, there's just nothing. What I want to see is you put Velveteen Dream in there and you give him the belt. There you go. A little controversy, a little, how can I say it? A little bit of a controversial person. And he would be a good champion because he would mix things up for that division. There you go.
No way Velveteen's winning gold.
Yeah, man. Velveteen Dream. There we go.
Maybe you don't read
not now, but
maybe you don't read the dirt sheets as much as you think you do because that man be doing some wrong shit.
Well, we had a great match.
Enough.
I think another great match on NXT this week. Tommaso Ciampa took on one of the members of Imperium. I'm gonna get his name wrong. Markle. What's his name? Marcel.
Imperium. I don't know. Marcel something.
Marcel Martel. There it is. Martel
Barcel.
Yeah.
There it is. Yes.
It was a really good match. Back and forth, but again, Tommaso took the W. But what was very interesting as the return of the 713-day reigning United Kingdom champion Walter made his return to NXT television, and Imperium just tore up the place.
Yeah, I'm really excited about Walter. Walter's one of my favorite wrestlers. He doesn't need any gimmicks. He doesn't need anything fancy. He just comes in, he beats the crap out of you, and he goes home. And you remember his matches, not quite like Britt Baker's moment, but you will definitely remember Walter once you hear one of those flare chops because he inflicts pain on people when he drops that thing on people.
Right. I was very excited to see Walter come back. It was a very, I watch NXT UK every time it airs. I didn't watch today, so don't tell me I didn't watch today's, but every time that they drop it, I always sit down and watch it, and I love watching it. And seeing Walter back on the main brand, on the NXT brand, just shows that he's ready for a push and he's ready to become champion. So yeah, I'm excited for it, man. Yeah.
And one more thing I want to talk about before we get into the news with Maddog. Adam Cole comes and cuts his promo about Kyle O'Reilly interfering in his match, who cost him the NXT championship. I gotta tell you, man, this battle back and forth with this guys, I don't see it actually happening anytime soon because according to Mr. Regal, Kyle re-injured himself, which is going to delay him coming back to the ring. But then last week we saw them both doing some kind of road rage with the police. I don't really get this situation. What's the deal with this, guys? And I'll be right back. I have to go check on something, so I will be right back for the news, but I want to hear what you guys have to say.
We'll take it from here, Vincent.
I'm glad you can do that, Vinny. Great. Niko, do you want to go first? Do you want me to?
I'll go ahead and talk about it. You know, Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly is really a good versus evil versus good versus evil kind of match. You don't really know because Kyle's had this immense push to be the face of pretty much NXT, especially with his matches against Finn Balor. And Adam Cole kicking him and now kicking Roddy, and inevitably he would kick Bobby Fish too if he was around, but he's injured. So, I mean, this is the beginning of Adam Cole making the push. The question is, what's next after this? Because Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly can have some great matches. Adam Cole and Finn Balor can have some great matches. But where does Adam Cole really fit in NXT if you think about it? Because there's people like Dexter Lumis, Karrion Kross, you know, people
Cameron
that just, I mean, Cameron Grimes is a hit or miss kind of guy right now. He's more of a mid-carder. He might get his push eventually. He's a great wrestler.
I like him, though. I told you that last week. I like
him. Have that NXT World Champion persona yet. He needs a little more polishing, if you will. But Adam Cole, his problem is, what's he going to do? He might have these couple feuds, but he's not going to SmackDown and feuding against Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns versus Adam Cole. He's not going to Raw and fighting Drew McIntyre, who's 6'8", 275. That shit would look ridiculous. Even against Matt Riddle, who's 6'3" or whatever, you know, 6'3", 6'2", 220 pounds. Adam Cole looks like a little guy. I know he can hold his own, but he's not by any way a Rey Mysterio. And if he does get moved up, I'm really afraid. I wasn't afraid for Riddle. I wasn't afraid for Keith Lee, but I'm definitely afraid for Adam Cole to be a catering, full-time catering dude.
Well, I agree with you, but I think he is going to get pushed up, and I don't know where he's going to go. I think that's the issue, because right now there's really no place for him to go unless they tag him with somebody, because I told you before, WWE tag team division is a mess. You know that as well as I know. Who the hell? It's Dolph, I think, and Rude, I think, still on SmackDown, and oh God, I forget who is on Raw. Who just won on Raw? Somebody just won the belts on Raw. New Day? Yeah, New Day won again. I mean,
now
there's really
New Day versus AJ and Omos.
Yeah, that's gonna happen, which is just they put AJ Styles from the top of the ladder back to like the mid card of the ladder. That's just well, I'll get to that in a little while. But as for this thing with Adam Cole, though, man, I want to see him get a push. I want to see him go up against Matt Riddle, and I will he beat Matt Riddle? I don't know, but I want to see him fight Matt Riddle. I really
AJ's
do.
43 years old, dude.
And how old is Sting? How old is Rey Mysterio?
I'm comparing.
How old is Edge?
What does that have to do with anything? Listen, bro. I'm gonna
Edge is winning the Universal title, baby.
Edge is 47 and had 5 matches in 10 years. He's had 5 matches in 10 years. Calm down. AJ's had 100 matches in 10 years. Hundreds of matches in 10 years. They're not even comparable. AJ's on a whole nother level of what they've done in the last 20 years of their career. Edge is just at the right place and doing
done it all, won it all. Well, except for the Universal title, which he will win at WrestleMania, obviously.
Oh my God. All right, cool. Time out for you for saying shit, bro. You've been saying dumb shit, man.
All right, I'm saying the truth, man.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Remember the Hulk Hogan rap? What's up, brother? I'm Hulkster coming at you live from 105.5 Florida Man Radio, Saturdays at 2 p.m.
I wonder if he sits back and listens to that and goes, "What was I thinking?"
It's probably the same thing with Cena and Dr. Thugonomics.
Nah, Thugonomics is good, man. If you go back and listen,
no. I disagree.
You were too young for it to understand. You were like, no offense, you were like sucking on your mama's titty when Thugonomics was like.
That's not true. I grew up during the Ruthless Aggression era.
What do you mean by grew up? You were like a kid.
I know, and that's when I actually
thought Undertaker
were really brothers.
What year were you born?
94. Ruthless Aggression era started in 2002 after the brand extension.
Right, you were 10 years old.
That's like, right. And I watched SmackDown every Friday, whenever it was on. I watched Monday Night Raw. I mean, I watched it.
The guy is stupid. I do not.
I loved it, man. And yeah.
Cena. Remember, let's go.
No. Let's go, Cena. I'm not wearing my shirt. I was wearing my shirt last night.
NXT, the NXT UK pay-per-view called Prelude. That's going to be airing Thursday, April 8th on the WWE Network. We talked about that.
I thought they shut down the network. Isn't it going to be exclusively on Peacock?
No, Peacock starts. No, it's going to be on Peacock, but Peacock
shut down in USA.
Yeah, the network doesn't shut down.
Okay.
All right, I'll get the Macho Man Rap for next week, Saul. If you tune in next week, we'll get the Macho Man Rap on our MP3. Unless Vince already has it. You got Macho Man Rap?
I don't got that.
I got some macho slang. I had I hate your guts.
What about this?
Here's some rock for you.
Roll and shut your mouth. Know your role and shut your mouth.
There you go. That's even better.
I want to actually bring up this.
Shut your mouth, Brody.
Oh, sorry.
When I was reading today and I saw that Shawn Michaels reacts to coming out for the Crown Jewel pay-per-view. He quote, he says, "That's something I think to myself." Michaels said, "Oh my goodness, I wish I've never done that." I don't think it was that bad, but I did see some ring rust on Michaels for the match, which I would love to know. Was the reason why he came out of retirement was to have that one more go at the Undertaker? What do you guys think?
I think money talks, and that was the only reason that he showed up for that. When the Crown says, "I want, Yokozuna and Shawn Michaels and everyone else to show up," then that's who shows up. But unfortunately, Shawn Michaels, we didn't know what we were going to get because the guy that showed up was not the HBK, the Heartbreak Kid. I mean, he was old, he was bald, he was a shell, and I hate to say it, he's a shell of what he used to be, and I hate to see that because he went out. When you go out, just like when Flair went out, just like when Taker, hopefully, if he ever goes, does Taker officially go out? I don't know, but like when they retire. He did
with that whole Survivor Series thing.
Who?
Yeah. Taker, Undertaker. He put the thing down, the hat down, the gloves down. He's done.
Yeah, he also did that at WrestleMania right in front of me for 33,000 people. And I was like, oh, he's done. And then he showed up next week, was like, Kane, I'm coming for you. You know what I mean? Like, he's never really dead. It's ridiculous.
This, though, it seems real because I watched a couple Taker interviews, and this time it seems really real. Like, Taker's done it all, man. Kind of like after Edge will do it all. You know what I mean? So
maybe we should get Jay on here so he can.
Undertaker is 55 years old, boys,
and that's why he's done officially.
I hate that we sit here and talk about Chris Jericho, Sting, and the Undertaker. These dudes are old as farts. Like, there's so much more going on in professional. Like as a group here, we need to stop talking about these dudes. We need to start talking about dudes that actually can wrestle.
That's Maddog. I haven't brought nothing up about
this dude. Like, he's wearing an Edge shirt. He thinks Sting's the future. Like, I mean, we got to move on to the fact that we're talking about Sting and like Undertaker, and we're not talking.
I said Darby Allin's the future. I just said Sting's gonna be there.
We talked about MJF for 3 seconds, and we're talking about Undertaker for 5 minutes. It's just kind of getting old.
Well, you guys brought up this Undertaker Shawn Michaels thing. I mean, here's the deal: the whole match looked rough. Kane looked rough. Taker looked rough. Triple H looked rough, and even Shawn Michaels looked rough. I watched that match. It was 2018, I believe, at the Crown Jewel pay-per-view, that whole match. And even Taker said multiple interviews, and Shawn Michaels and even Triple H jumped in and said, yeah, that match was supposed to go a different way, and it just all went to hell. So,
yeah. Shut your mouth, you thong-wearing fatty.
Every time you do it, I'm going to hold this up.
Hey, what was worse, that match or Goldberg and Taker?
Hey, Maddog, we're a podcast, right? No one sees your shit.
Well, people live right now see my rock
There's
action
only like 5
figure.
people listening to us right now, but it's okay.
Hey, 9 actually, but yeah. Right. The Goldberg and the Undertaker thing. Why did it happen? Just. I mean, maybe it was money, but just why? Like, I wasn't a fan of that whole thing. It's like Braun Strowman versus Goldberg. Just why? Because they wanted Roman Reigns. They couldn't get Roman Reigns, so they put Braun Strowman in, and he becomes the champion for 8 months. Yeah, works out for me, I guess. I don't know.
All right, let's get to the news and wrap it up. We're quickly declining here in viewership and popularity.
I have something really big.
Give us the big news, Mad Dog.
As of yesterday morning, which I just read, I read it again this morning to make sure it was true and make sure it is confirmed. My boy, The Rock, holding up again, the elite action figure you can get, is in talks with Paul Heyman and WWE to side with Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. This might happen, and God, I hope it does. To see Dwayne The Rock Johnson come back
this year.
I am so excited. What?
You're talking next year, right?
No, I'm talking this year. Apparently, this is going to happen. Like,
I mean, he doesn't make any sense for The Rock to show up with Daniel Bryan and Edge. Like,
no. We're talking at WrestleMania. I mean, they're going to keep it all low profile. Then all of a sudden, it's going to come out by Roman's side. It's going to be the whole bloodline, Nia Jax.
Did you just wait? Did you just label that as breaking news?
Yes, I did. This is big. This is big news, man. Yeah, The Rock coming back.
The Rock is not coming back this year, and he's not going to be at WrestleMania, and he's not going to side with Roman Reigns in a tag match and announce the no. If anything, The Rock will face Roman Reigns next year in Hollywood, and that's the only match you will see The Rock in.
Dallas is next year.
And then next year in Dallas or the following year in Hollywood, but that's the only time you're going to see The Rock in the ring again. You're not going to see him in 3 weeks.
Oh, I never said he was going to be in the ring. I said he's going to side by Roman. So
you said they're all going to have their hands up with Nia Jax. What do you mean? Where are they going to have him up in the fucking outside the arena with the fingers up their butt?
I mean, they can't do that because
they're going to have him up in the middle of the ring.
Edge is going to win that belt.
Oh my God, you guys are killing me tonight.
Edge is going to win the belt, so they can't have Roman stand with The Rock. That makes no sense.
Edge is going to win the belt. So wait. Let's listen how stupid your storyline is. You're saying Edge is going to win the belt, and then Rock and Roman are going to come out and be like, dun, 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 if you smell, after the Edge just won the belt, like. You think Edge is going to win, then The Rock's going to come out, and Rock and Roman are going to beat Edge up.
Oh God!
By the way, Mad Dog, let me just Mad Dog, you were quoted as saying Roman Reigns will hold the belt till next WrestleMania just a month ago. Now you're saying Edge is going to win. You're wearing an Edge shirt.
Yes, because the dirt sheets say a different story a month later, don't they?
This dude went from a Roman shirt to an Edge shirt based on.
I still have my Roman shirt, by the way. I wear that next week when we go live.
What do you believe?
After he wins a Fastlane, so I have all types of shirts. I have about 14 of them now, I think.
You told me Roman was winning.
Yes, Sting shirt, just to make you happy, Niko. I need to buy one of those new AEW Sting shirts.
You need to be giving away some of those action figures you got.
Maybe, I don't know. If I can go to Target one day, sure, why not?
It's too late now. All right, let's get the news and let's get out of here.
Next time.
There's heavy speculation going around that Bray Wyatt will finally make his return at Fastlane this Saturday. We already talked about it. We already know about it. There's no expectation that Brock Lesnar will return at WrestleMania 37, even though fans will be in attendance. I can definitely
confirm that Lesnar, no talks right now. They have no plans for him, no.
AEW Revolution did 125,000 buys on pay-per-view. What do you think about that?
I heard there was a lot of problems with that. Did you guys hear there was a lot of problems with the Bleacher Report? I mean, personally, mine was okay, but a lot of people couldn't log on at 7 when it started, so I don't know.
I want to talk about Eric Bischoff being inducted into the Hall of Fame. What do we think?
I was going to get to that next. I actually got to meet the man of the hour. He's a really cool dude, man. I'm not going to lie.
Go for it. Talk about it.
Oh, wow. Okay, wow. I'm honored. I'm right. So
I didn't mean like you're hang out with him. I meant like him joining the Hall of Fame.
I asked Mr. Bischoff a couple of questions, and honestly, he's just a solid dude, man. He really is. And I asked him about the time WCW. I asked him about him working for Raw. Guys, I watched for Raw and everything. Raw and everything, and everything. Wow, we're just gonna show up different things, right?
Link in bio.
You know what? Here, You know what?
Oh, God, here we
Ladies
go.
and gentlemen, United States champion. There you go. So,
Hey, Maddog, I asked you to announce that Bischoff was going to be in the Hall of Fame, not announce your fucking meeting with him.
Right? Yeah, sure. So
he's like, yeah, it was
right.
it was Wednesday.
So, right. I got to meet the next Hall of Famer, and it is confirmed now as of this morning. Eric Bischoff will be going into the WWE Hall of Fame. There you go. I said it. It will be inducted in the 21 class. And I believe they're going to do that now pre-recorded on the Tuesday before WrestleMania, apparently. So they're going to do that the night before TakeOver. They're going to do that after Monday Night Raw. So they're going to have Monday Night Raw, the Hall of Fame, pre-recorded. They're going to pre-record that morning and air it that night, I believe. TakeOver, then UK, obviously, NXT UK, their little pay-per-view, and then we're going to have the WrestleMania, I think, at the end of the week. SmackDown Mania, weekend. So
can I say that's too much wrestling?
I
know. I mean,
yeah,
feels like
I love
much.
that, man. I think the whole week of wrestling, awesome, man. Bring it all, man. That's all news. That's all action. That's all great, man.
Oh boy,
I'm excited,
dude. You need to work for the WWE, man.
I want it so bad, but
it reminds me of
Florida. So
it reminds me of Dewey.
Dewey.
Mick Foley's son Dewey that works for NXT.
He reminds me of a lot of things. No comments. No.
All right, Niko, wrap it up. Let's wrap this thing up.
I appreciate that,
guys. You can find me, Niko Exxtra, everywhere. You can order the coldest water. Our official sponsor, my official sponsor. He doesn't sponsor you guys because you don't actually do any marketing. Actually, Vince is getting into marketing now. He's doing pretty well. He had 1.7 million views on one of his TikToks, didn't you?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
1.7 million views. If he had 10,000 followers, he would have made $45 from that one video.
Now I'm down. Now I'm what you had last week. I'm down to like 100 views, 72 views. It's horrible.
Oh, God.
It's okay. So Niko Exxtra, Vince, where can they find you?
Well, you can always find me on the Florida Man Radio every Saturday for the Vincent LaSpada show, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. live on 105.5 FM, 660 AM here in Orlando, and also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at LaSpada Show.
Maddog, where can they find you?
Right, at Maddog. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Make sure it's Matt_Mad. I have to add the underscore for this. I forgot to do that. But yeah, it's Matt_Maddog. So you guys can find me on there.
Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. We are World Wrestling Radio. We should return next week at our normal time, 10:15. It depends on Vincent LaSpada and how cool he is.
Did you get the email back about going to NXT?
No, did you?
Nope.
Oh,
I think we get it tomorrow, but I don't think we're going. We're shunned out, man. Fuck them.
So
you guys are going to
have to go to NXT and pull my wiener out.
We're not a 13-year-old girl that gets to go every week.
Thank you so much, everybody. Have a good night.